the gates hadn't opened yet, so we decided to have a little walk around, and we found the hat stand. So I naturally brought a bucket hat along with other members, and yeah, we look good with our bucket hats on, and you know, we just wanted to get in the vibe of the festival. We went to our tent where we'd go and meet some of the staff there and just get our wristbands sorted. There's Andy there on the decks. So we went to the main stage to go and check it out, and we did have a group photo here just to get started, which is a real big tradition for We Are Photo. We then went backstage and just hung out for a little bit, got our camera gear ready, you know, all that good stuff. And yeah, my dad turned up. He was DJing there for the day for one of the earlier slots. So we just said hi, had another group photo, and then we just got stuck in. The gates were about to open for all of the ravers to come in. So we were just hanging about at this point, just waiting for our time. So we decided to go and get our face glittered, because why not? You know, when you're at a festival, you always want to wear glitter. But during this time, I was trying to get some content, just, you know, to kickstart our YouTube channel and really kind of show the behind the scenes of what we do at We Are Photo, and just trying to really showcase what I'm trying to build here, to give photographers these opportunities to come out and photograph really amazing things. So we headed back to the gates, and it was looking busy, which was really good. So we were just waiting for them to open up, and we did decide to go back to the tent to get some of the music playing just while security were doing their thing, and members were getting stuck in straight away, just getting content, you know, just really, really good stuff. Just so proud of everyone for just getting really stuck into this. It's just amazing. There's Andy there getting some shots of my dad. That's my dad there doing his thing. So we were still kind of setting up at this point, getting a feel for the vibe of the festival. So we decided to just go and focus on the stalls, getting some of the glitter bar shots. I know the girls would really appreciate that. And then we did some shots of, all of the rides and stuff. And we were trying a slow shutter speed, trying to get some blur motion. So that was really fun. We then went to the main tent again, and just seeing how the crowd is building up, getting those crowd shots. So like this woman there. We went inside just to get a feel for everything. So a lot of us were discussing about lighting and all of our settings and everything. And, you know, people are so worried about grain, but actually sometimes grain can work really well. And with like events like this, you do have a lot of light. They have a lot of stage lighting, so you can really push your ISO higher in situations like this. You can use flash, that's totally fine. I personally don't, because I kind of like the atmospheric feel to it, but other people do use flash, and that's totally fine. So here we were just showing security our bands to go through backstage. So we had access all areas of the festival with our wristbands, so we could literally go and photograph every single area of the event, and we had passes to get everywhere. So this was our first time coming into the main tent, so we were just just trying to find our feet, really finding out where we should be, where we can go, you know, all of that stuff. And like when you do like event photography, when you turn up to something like this, you do just have to go with the flow and figure it out as you go, while still getting all of the shots you need. But it was just so nice to see the members just get really stuck into this and just really enjoy every element. You know, there's lots of different colours going on. You've got all of those reds and blues and greens, and then you've got natural tones. There's so much you're working with your settings to try and really balance out those colours. The music was so loud, so I just literally went out and just had literally a 2-minute breather to myself. It's quite loud in there. Then I came back to the stage. I knew a lot of people here because my dad DJs. I do know a lot of people, so it was quite nice to just say hi. And, you know, it really does help with the photography side of it, because when you know people, they naturally smile at the camera, they naturally, you know, give you more of a performance in front of the camera, so you do tend to get better shots. So yeah, it's just really nice to know people and to introduce my members to them as well. That's Chalky, he's a very good friend of the family. So again, I can get some really good shots of him because he's naturally going to smile at my camera, which always really helps. So like when you're doing event photography or anything, you know, having a really good rapport with people is great. And even if you don't know them, you know, getting involved and, you know, egging the crowd on, or giving people a smile or a compliment, or, you know, making a funny joke is a really good way to get more out of your photography. And a lot of it, you know, isn't just taking the shot, it's about really creating that mood and, you know, making people smile as well, you know. So like a lot of the times during this event, I would like dance in front of somebody with my camera. Oh yeah, so this girl, she turned up with her wedding dress on, with a headband that said divorced, and it was just incredible. So I was like, we have to do a photo shoot with this lady, and yeah, it was just amazing. So anyway, so before we did that, I always go in the crowd. I do love a good crowd shot, and I love to just get stuck in, see what you can find, because some, you know, like the woman here, I got some great shots of her just dancing there, happy. And sometimes you really do have to throw yourself in. So we did find the lady with the wedding dress, and we did do a little mini photo shoot. So good. We went back to the other tent and yeah, just got some really cool dancing shots of everyone. Everyone was in good spirits. And there's Claudia on stage taking some pictures. It was just a really good energy, good vibes all round. We then had a mini break, had some drinks, just chilled for 10 minutes. We'd been on our feet for about 3.5 hours at this point. So we were like, we do need a break. Then we were like, right, let's get back to it. And yeah, just getting some good shots like this, group shots, and then trying to get some shots with all the lights and the smoke. And the smoke was a little tricky, actually. It really clouded the image, so I kind of have to work around that. Then we decided, okay, it's time to go and eat some food. So we went to this burger van and just got a burger and some fries. And we just sat for half an hour because we were kind of in a bit of a lull moment where we all needed a break. And it was, look at that beautiful sky. It was so beautiful. It's like all these rays of sunshine coming down. It was really gorgeous. So I had to get that. Yeah, so everyone had a little lunch break, and then we sat on the grass and just, yeah, I had just a plain burger and fries. But me and my partner, we shared the fries. Because it is quite expensive to eat at a festival, I'm not going to lie. So yeah, we just had a little bit of a food break just to kind of, you know, re-energise. And members were like, you know, walking off and doing their own thing, which is so good to see. Like Andy here taking some really amazing group pictures of people. Like these are some of the pictures that the festival will love because they can put them up on their Instagrams. And we went back to the main stage because there was some really good artists coming on. So we kind of flip-flop between both tents just to try and get a good amount of coverage on each one. This was an amazing performance by MC Luckany, I believe that is. Oh God, I'm so terrible with my music sometimes. But this was an incredible performance, and I got some really great shots of this particular performance. And as you can see, the crowd are going absolutely nuts, which is great for shots as well. There you go. Going absolutely crazy. I mean, the music is just insane. I love dance music. So this is, I mean, I grew up with it. So I think just naturally, I just really love it. But yeah, it was just really amazing to be in that atmosphere. And a lot of the members that came also loved the music. There's some members on stage there doing their thing. so nice that they had the confidence just to get up there and, have a little dance. So we just really got stuck into it. There's James there. He was doing behind the scenes content for me. That's my partner. And he was just really helping with, all the behind the scenes stuff, making sure we got plenty of content to showcase what we do and all the opportunities that we give to members so they can build their portfolios in different industries, different genres, to really give people a kickstart in their photography careers. And that's what we do at We Are Photo. I want to give people opportunities, and I just love it, I love giving people the opportunity to do something amazing, because I never really got, when I started photography when I was younger, no one ever helped me. I had to do it all myself. And I really wish I had someone there to be like, right, let's do this together. So I'm kind of advocating for myself as well. And I love organising events. It's a real passion of mine, and I just love giving people opportunities to photograph really amazing things. Life is so short. I know I'm going on a bit of a tangent here, but life is so short. And like, if you're into photography and you want to just, really expand your portfolio and do something amazing, then you definitely got to get involved with We Are Photo, because we do some incredible workshops, all different genres and subjects, and you won't be disappointed. You'll always walk away with, some really cool things to photograph. I decided at this point to go back to the other tent. So we came outside for some fresh air, because it does get hot in the big tents. We just came out for some fresh air, had a little debrief, a little chat, see how everyone's getting on, change memory cards, all that good stuff. And then we came back to the other tent, and that was quite lively. And I'm glad we did come back to get some content, because it was a really good performance here. Jody, the DJ behind, he's the one who helped organise for us to come. He runs the event management for this tent. And so, a massive thank you to Jody for giving us this opportunity. But it was really lively, great, great shots for us to get. There was never a dull moment, and you were always looking for, the shot, with all the lighting and the smoke and everything. It was just amazing, really, really brilliant. We did head back outside. It was getting dark, and it was actually quite nice to see the contrast between the tent and the darkness, and seeing all the lights coming out. And we had to really push our ISO. If you weren't on flash, you had to really push it. But actually, it wasn't too bad. And if you add in the noise reduction in Lightroom, it wasn't too bad. Add a bit of shadows in Lightroom, and that would be fine too. I love the backstage as well. How amazing is the backstage? It just feels so out of this world. All the cables and the lights and the emptiness at the back. So we just continued. There was more artists coming on, and we just got stuck in. As you can see, members are just moving around, getting their shots. And it was just incredible. I can't tell you how amazing it was. And actually, after the event, everyone was like, I'm still buzzing. When's the next one? So that was really nice. And like I said, I know lots of people. So these kind of shots, just saying hi to everyone on stage, which is always nice. And I got some really nice video shots of Rat Pack there. Artful Dodger, he was amazing. Probably some of the best shots we got, I think. He had so much energy on stage. So we finished the night, we left the festival, and honestly, we were all so knackered, but buzzing. And I've seen some of the pictures coming out. It was amazing. So thank you so much, South East Dance Festival, for having us.